this is Sega, and I figured I'd do a 2023 end of year wrap up for the account. Never really done one of these before, but honestly, I kind of want to do one just so I can look back in a year's time to see my progress on the account. So I'm going to do a quick bank video and collection log showcase. So here's the basic overview of the account, almost a bill XP, and then 1081 clog. That's been like the main thing I've been working on recently. But yeah, what people are interested in is the bank. So here it is, 24.2 bill, a little bit of GP. In the top left, so yeah, the way I've structured my bank was before bank tags, but basically because I play in this resolution, I tried to make it so everything is on one screen. So you can see like all my potions and runes and whatnot. If I scroll down, I've got some junk down here, but for the most part, if I click a tab, everything I need is on the one page at the top. So yeah, just teleports, lots of teleports. There's far too many teleports in this game. It's hard to choose which ones I want up here. So yeah, food, miscellaneous like AFK, anglerfish, bunch of runes. I actually have quite a lot. I used to have a lot more like bloods, but the scythe sucks them away very quickly. And then potions. I'm not huge on making potions. I made a bunch of divines ranging to combats not too long ago. I definitely need to make some more, especially the brews and restores are looking a bit dire. And then that's the staminas I've had since 99 agility. So yeah, I'm interested to see when that new Shadian rooftop comes out, if it's going to be any good. Because they're going to have to be pretty good marks for it to be worth doing instead of doing RD rooftops. At the bottom, mainly miscellaneous food, but then also just things I've been working on recently. So you've got like Guardians of the Rift, aerial fishing, trouble brewing, agility arena tickets. Clues go down here. You got brimstone keys, major arena, junk basically is what goes at the bottom. So second tab is my herblore tab. So I do have some herbs and a bunch of seeds. I'm not a massive farmer. I've only been doing farm runs for the past, gotten back into them from the past month or so. But yeah, I've got 10k snaps, 9k toadflax, bunch of herbs. I've been farming torsos recently because I want to make some more super combats and also just like a bunch of anti-venoms just so I don't have to worry about them forever. Shit ton of secondaries, pretty low eggs. Obviously dragon scales are pretty low as well. And the nests are actually surprisingly low. I've slacked so much on birdhouses, and unfortunately I got the giant mole pet under drop rate. So yeah, I don't really get nests anymore. And then a bunch of grimies that just sit at the bottom. So not bad. Nice little Violet Blood stack, 140 mil worth. There used to be a lot more, but obviously Scythe sucks them away. Not much more to add really. I guess like 1k snap seeds looks pretty cool in the bank. Value's worth nothing now, but yeah, nice amount of snap seeds. 2k toadflax. I don't need to worry about these herbs. So yeah, farming tab is just like trees, tree seeds, and a bunch of other miscellaneous seeds. Nothing really worth mentioning. I've not farmed a single tree outside of farming contracts since 99 farming. So I've just got like a shit ton of magic and a shit ton of you that I just won't ever farm. These are palms as well. I mean, if you value them, I know the prices have come down significantly, but still a stupid amount of GP in seeds. Like this tab is 113 mil, and aside from the redwoods, because they're not even worth a lot. I don't know where the GP value comes from. It just adds up. Oh yeah, herblore tab was 600 mil, pretty low actually for a herblore tab, relative to a lot of Ironman. Like I said, I haven't farmed much at all. Skilling tab. So this is probably my favourite tab in the bank. Just because there's so many cool stacks of items in here. Again, I've not really skilled post 99 much at all. I have, and I'll show you my XPs later, but I don't really use supplies. But yeah, ores, shit ton of white stacks, like white stack of Addy is cool. Bars, white stack of steel bars, fucking Zolcano grind, and I never did get the pet. Bunch of like D-highs from Volcarth, gems, I definitely want to get these uncuts up. I just think uncuts look cool as fuck in the bank. Dragon stones, shit ton of dragon stones. Obviously like TOA and then like Zolcano and I guess crystal keys. Logs, I want to slowly try and get 100k of each log. I mean that's just kingdom really, so it's not too difficult. But use is like KBD and mole. And then I don't even know where you get magics from Vorkath these days. Scroll it down. Giant seaweed, 40k, it's not actually that much. Bunch of raw fish, just from like some of that was AFK, big shark, big swordfish. And then, what's it called? Temporos. It's the minigame. Battle staffs, shit ton of battle staffs. I recently made a bunch of orbs. All the miscellaneous orbs I had, apart from air orbs, I used. I haven't bothered with the air orbs because I've been doing a bit of next. Only other thing worth mentioning, I guess, is the 175 blood essence. I do plan on actually getting the runecrafting outfit and just spamming the blood essence altar, the true blood essence altar, and get like a nice fat stack of like 400k bloods again. So yeah, they're just cannon molds at the bottom. I don't even know why they're there. I guess the ammo molds up there. But yeah, that tab's 1.2 bill. I mean, don't get me wrong, the rune ore. I've got like 84k myth bars, 17k addy. Like that's all GP. So I guess that's where a bulk of the value is. So cool tab. Skill and outfits and just miscellaneous. Used to be the clue tab before I ran out of bank space and just dumped everything in the POH. All skilling outfits, because I've got the smithing one down here, apart from the runecrafting one. I haven't done much going to the Rift. I wasn't playing when it came out, and I don't enjoy Mass Worlds, so I've done some solos for the pouch, as well as I have the ring. But I need to get the outfit. It's pretty easy collection logs as well. Bunch of pages, so they're all the pages I've had on the account. Bunch of extra ornament kits, so like Furies, torches, the miscellaneous stuff, Godsword. 5k sweets, that's a big stack. Never really used any, so they just sit there. Couple of Ring of Endurances from Sepulchre. So yeah. We'll go to this tab. So this is my like Slayer drop tab. I don't know what you'd call it, but like the Alk tab. Probably a good way. It's like Alk plus Prayer. So yeah, I've not really touched this tab since like 99 Slayer. I don't Alk things typically because I made a shit ton of blood runes for the runecrafting pet, so I've never had to buy runes outside of like Chaos for the Shadow. I've never bothered alking anything. Especially rune items. I've alked things like Onyx bolts and a couple of dragon items in the past. But yeah, like 1k plate bodies, full helms looks really cool in the bank. I've actually just been alking the battle stats because I've been using it. Because I made them, I might as well alk them. And I've alked them in the past, so like the stacks aren't true to the account. I kind of want only drops in here. Like, so making battle stats wouldn't count. If I made a bunch of like rune plate legs, I'd alk them. So yeah, goals, I really would like to get like all these to 1k. Now it's not going to happen, like rune boots, I'm never going to have 1k rune boots unless I go for like 200 more Slayer. I need to do some more gauntlets. I'm hoping when I do gauntlet, a shit ton of these stacks are going to go up. I also want to spam some hard clues next year, so they'll all go up as well. Scrolling down, you got like Ether, Ancient Essence, Zoro Scales. That's all an okay amount. Dragon bolts, and then here's my dragon arrows and darts. Darts aren't too bad. What's that, like 13k? But then, yeah, the arrows are looking a bit sad. Barely 10k arrows. I don't even know where you get arrows these days. Honestly, I don't use them that often. Mainly for like bingos and CMs and TOAs. But yeah, shit ton of bones, like 13 mil XP in bones. But yeah. So this is like 800 mil, and ignoring the bones, it's pretty much alk value stuff. It's probably like 600 plus mil in alks just in this tab, which is pretty cool. I'll just quickly gloss over the junk tab. Everyone's got a junk tab. I try and get rid of a lot of items that you'll never need. So a lot of it's just like clue items at the top, rings you get from birdhouses and the eggs, because there's no point dropping the rings. Like fossils you keep, cannon, slayer stuff, the misc runes you get from the odd bosses. And then it's like beginner clue stuff, and then just like stuff for wildy, wildy stuff, snake skin. I try and min-max a lot of things in this bank. I guess 341 Castle War tickets, that's pretty cool. I've been working on gold Castle War armor. It's been like my main AFK when I don't feel like playing the game. And obviously, everyone's got like a miscellaneous potion tab. It's got some food and some, uncharged things in here. But yeah. So I'll skip the main tab and we'll go straight to like my, I guess, drops tab. Like, there you go. Yeah, it's where you put your barrows. Is the best way to explain it. Lost the dupe Inferno in the Wildy. This was before I had parchments. I don't know where the parchments are. Were they in this tab? Yeah, the parchment. So yeah, like dupe Eternal Gem, barrows. I think I'm missing 2 items for everything, but in collection log I'm missing 4, which is kind of annoying. Speaking of which, I'm actually missing Eternal Gem and Imbued Heart in the collection log, which is very annoying. Cool items in here, like Duke Visi, Hill Giants Club. I have a bunch of like Zenites and Primordial Boots and things like that. It's kind of cool. Dupe Full Missouri, Dupe Full Armadillo. Not Dupe Full Ancestral, because the bottoms. Avernix, still got all the Avernix, still got all the Fangs. Really should have dropped these ages ago. I should have dropped a lot of things ages ago, but I haven't bothered dropping items, honestly. Never needed main GP. Bunch of taxidermy items, like Big Shark and stuff. I think I'm missing Kurask head. Yeah. DT2, so I'm 3 out of 4 in the axe piece. I'm missing the Vardorvis axe head or whatever it's called. Both Wildy shields, and then got a gnome scarf the other day, and then a bunch of totems. 16, 8, 2, 1. What? I don't even know what they are. But yeah. Oh yeah, they're like 500k or whatever, and that's like a mil. So yeah, bunch of GP there that I need to go hand in at some point. I was working on revs during League release, which was super nice. Like nobody was there, but after about 2 weeks, everyone picked back up, and revs became disgusting. And all the bots are there now over Christmas, so I wouldn't even dare touch revs at the moment. Never did finish my goal, which was my goal was the chain mace, and I got a dupe scepter and a dupe bow, which kind of sucks. I do have dupe ancient crystals. I actually have the thing built in my house, so I'm very lucky on ancient crystals, weirdly enough. Yeah, so this is a cool tab, Not many Ironmen keep all their dupes. The only things I've gotten rid of are basically riggers. I've put them in the death coffer. I think everything else on the account has been kept. And I don't think I've lost anything of like significant value. So pretty cool. 4 bill for that tab. I guess a lot of the value, like I said, comes from those 1.8 bill in Avernix. And, full Missouri, dupe Missouris and stuff like that's worth a fair bit. Yeah, so let's go over to the main tab. There is 16.6 bill on the main tab. Yeah, there's some drops in here. So I kind of have it structured so like if you want to withdraw your magic gear or whatever, it's all vertical. This was like before bank tags. I still like it this way, just because for like odd things, it just works out better. So yeah, missing ancestral bottoms. I haven't really gone back to Cox in a long time. I've done the odd trio CM here and there, and I did like 200 solo CMs before Shadow came out. I should really head back to CMs, but I do enjoy trio CMs. So yeah, 2 shadows. I'm lucky. What can I say? I think I've had like 37 purples or something. I'll show the log after. But yeah, got my first one at like 21 purples, and then I think that was the most recent. Oh, I got it like before, because I was missing mask for a long time, and then I got it like the drop before the mask, which is pretty cool. Missing Torva. Got 2 chest plates. Got 2 plate buddies like on release, pretty much. I got like MVP Siphon next during the masses, which was really funny. Yeah. 5 scythes, which, as you know, the value has gone up significantly. A shit ton of value there. I don't have the blade, and I don't have the Inquisitor mace, which sucks, but doesn't really matter. Full Missouri, and then I do have Ultor and Magus, and I'm missing. I've got Bellator here. I'm missing the Venator ring. I just really do not like Levy, and frankly, the ring is utterly useless, almost useless. When you have a ZCB, it's so hard to pick Venator over Lightbearer these days. So yeah, all 3 Giga spec weapons, Voidwake Claws, ZCB. All the other spec weapons like Bulwark, Warhammer, Fang kit, a couple of them. Yeah, like a Cursed Scepter, Bow, and unfortunately there was supposed to be a mace there, but no mace. Imbued Heart, well, Saturated Heart, I guess. All the useful rings. I'm only missing Treasonous, which is irrelevant because no one would ever use Treasonous. So yeah. Full Crystal, Justy never did get full Justy, missing the chestplate, and then my Inquisitor skirt, which took me 1,022, I think, Pisani kills. I got 1 skirt and 1 staff in that drop, and in that amount of kills, and I went like 900 dry. It was safe to say I've not been back to Fasani. I did 2 kills with the skirt and then just left. I should really go back because logically I'm due for lots of drops, but Fasani is just... It was fun at the time, but getting the drop was like a huge relief, and I just had no motivation to go back. It doesn't help that the drops aren't super useful, but having full Inquis would be cool, so I might go back one day. One cool thing I like in the account is all God Swords, and then I actually have all God Sword ornament kits, which is very lucky for the amount of masters I've done. And I even have dupes, like Dupe Armor, Dupe Sarah. And you even saw it earlier, I even have an extra Saradomin kit. I just got really lucky with these. And yeah, darts, just miscellaneous shit at the bottom that no one really cares about. But yeah, that's the bank. Hasn't massively changed a lot in a year since last year. I don't really have a screenshot to show. Missouri mask and like extra shadow is probably like the main, and like Venator bow and the new rings, obviously. It's probably the main items that have changed since last year. Oh, ZCB is big as well. ZCB and Voidwake this year. But yeah, 24.1 bill, and that just changes constantly because pretty much whenever the scythe changes 10 mil, I lose plus or minus 50 mil. Like, having this amount of GP in megas, which is admittedly where a lot of my bank value lies. Like, if you pretend I don't have duplicate mega rares, it's 16 bill, which is still decent and respectable. But yeah, 24 bill. Quickly go over collection log. Oh, I should stats actually. Maxed, obviously. Nothing really worth noting. 126 strength, 105 range, 57 magic, 34 mil runecraft. That was all at Blood Runes. And then a little bit of Guardians of the Rift. Hunter's very low, 22 mil. You can see it, don't do birdhouse runs. 37 mil Slayer. 50 mil Thieving. It's mostly just like elves and Vyres. 25 mil Herblore, pretty low. 30 mil Mining. I did a bunch of Volcano. I think yeah, I don't even know where the rest of the XP came from. Oh, Amethyst. Yeah, I guess that was one thing I didn't mention. 620k Amethyst arrows. And I have like no Amethyst darts. I had like 700k or so before Amethyst darts came out. Which kind of sucks. I still don't have the mining pet, so it's not a big deal because I can just mine for more darts. But yeah, smithing, fishing, blah blah. 57 mil fire make, and then 30 mil farming, which is really low. Because like I said, I pretty much didn't do herb runs for like 2 years. It's only recently that I've started doing more herb runs. So 956 mil total XP. I would have liked to get 1 bill this year, but I've not tried at all. If you just send all the bankables, then it's an easy goal to hit. And one of my long-term goals on the account is 30 mil base. And the only things that like stop me from 30 mil base are like Hunter, agility, and I guess prayer. I have it banked, but like using prayer is at the Worldy Altars no fun. But yeah, agility is super low. It's one of my lowest skills. Instruction I already have banked. and cooking's cooking. So yeah, I do enjoy Sepulchre though, especially when they added the clues. I've done a little bit since the update, hence the second Ring of Endurance. But there's very little motivation to go there, especially once you've green log the collection log, because they have the squirrel pet. So yeah. Collection log 1081. Start with the bosses. So green log sire, Hydra missing the pet, Barrow. Like I said, I'm missing 4 pieces. Yeah. So Callisto got the pet recently. Sir missing the stupid jar. I got Eternal Crystal at this KC and I left. You know, Chaos Elite Easy, Zilly, Pet, Corp. I've not touched Corp. I've done a tiny amount of Void Waker Corp during a bingo, and every now and then I'll just do like 10 kills. It's not a boss you really should kill, in my opinion. It's kind of like, if you're done with the game, sure. If you have every best in slot, sure, go for it. But I see a lot of people going to Corp earlier, like they've not completed like Nex or whatever, you know. It's like, why go Corp? The drops are useless. Like, don't get me wrong, Ellie is a cool drop and it's cool to have. Arcane has its is useful for Slayer. But for the most part, it's kind of a big waste of time. But I've been doing a little bit just because of the Void Wake nerf. I don't want to go do like food Corp. That seems pretty miserable. But at the same time, I don't really care too much. DKs, no pets. Duke, no pet. Although, very weird look with Virtus. So 4 bottoms. Yeah, no top, no mask. And I can't even complain because my first Virtus roll was the bottoms and it's the one ancestral piece I'm missing. So I'm not mad about it. Yeah, blah blah, fight Jadper, you know, Gauntlet, things like that. Grotesques. I'm missing the ring still. 4 Infernos, KQ. Got the pet spoon, but then I'm still missing the head, which is funny. KBD, Kriara, you know, Krill. Managed to get the Greater Demon Champion Scroll during Krill, during the Zami task, which was cool. Levy, which is the weirdest look. 116 kills, and I've got 2 axe pieces and the pet, and yet I hate the boss. I mean, cool. Like I don't even have the quartz. So it's nice that when I do eventually get the Vestige, I don't have to ever touch this boss again. Just because I don't enjoy the boss. But yeah. Next, I don't know how many duos I've done. Like, I think like 1600, 1700 shards worth of duos. And had these 3 drops from duos. 1 plate body from a mass and 1 plate body from like a 4-man or a 5-man. Like shortly after release. Yeah, Nightmare. Oh, there you go. 1016 it was, not whatever number I said. Did get the pet, which is cool. 10 eggs, which was funny. No jar, but yeah, staff and inch skirt. And those 80 normal Nightmare, I think like 60 or so were duo and the rest were solo. So yeah. Obor did get the club. You know, must first right now. It's kind of, you know, missing the jar. Scorpio Temporios, you know, kind of just boring stuff. Missing the jar. Vard. Next piece, like I mentioned. It's in the ring. Vetian Calvarian, my log is crazy here. So that amount of kills, and I've had like 2 of every drop. Yeah, pretty lucky. Vorkath, you know, Whisperer. Wintertods, Volcano. Yep. Only 4 Crystal Tool Seeds, and this 4.2k KC is all from like 4-mans. Either 4+0 or like 3+1, using an ult during the mining phase to guarantee 3 downs. Amusingly, one of these Onyxes is from Volcano, and then another is from the Crystal Chest in Pristinus. I think that's where I got it from. But yeah. Only 4 seeds. It took like 2.6k for the first one. So, yeah. These tool seeds like surprisingly rare. Like the amount of hours it takes, because it's like 14 kills an hour doing like efficient 4-mans. And it's like 1 in 800 effective from those 4-mans. So Zora, 2 times mutagens. I actually got both of them before any other drop, which is kind of funny. I had like 2 at like 160k, so. Raids. Yep. 3 bows is pretty stupid. So I'm missing Maul and Bottoms. Also missing the Dust. Nothing really too interesting there. TOB. Yep, 5 scythes. Stupid. No plate body though, so always unlucky. And then I haven't done. Well, I've done 10 hard mode tobs, but I've basically done 0. I'd already stopped tobbing when hard mode tob came out, and I just haven't picked up tob again. If I went now, I'd be awful. And then TOA recently finished this log. I was 6 out of 7 for a long time. Still missing some of the ornament kits. I just never, or the thingies. I was waiting for a friend, and then we just never got around to doing them. So yeah. Clues, I'll just quickly glance them. So missing 3 from beginner. Did a bunch of easies recently. I'm at 900. Nothing notable. Missing basically all team capes and all monk rub G. That's the only thing that matters. Mediums, little boots. Unfortunately, I did a bunch of mediums pre-collection log. So like in my house, I have more drops than this, but yeah, that's why the number might seem a bit low. Same with the hard clues. I got a bunch of other drops, but again, like Black Mask, for example, I've had like 3 of them, but none of them are collection log because I got them pre-collection log. Elites, I actually think I've had pretty good elite luck in terms of like unique drops. Like I'm not missing too many unique items. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I guess. I won't really count Tuxedo because it's super rare. I do have the dark bow tie, which is irrelevant, but and then Masters. This is where I've actually had good luck. So I'm missing Ornament Kit, or Tormented Ornament Kit, Samurai Gloves, and the left eye patch for all non-Giga Rare Master Uniques. I had 1 piece of Mummy, and obviously the Godsword kits, like I mentioned. I've had so many, it's weird. And then in terms of like the Master Uniques, the Giga Rares, no 3rd age unfortunately, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've actually had a second Gilded Spear, so I've had 6 in total. I got 1 pre-collection log. So nothing amazing. Mini games, I won't really bore you. I'll just show you on the left hand side. Yeah, something like Last Man Standing, I did all the basics. I need to go back and get all this. I'm shit at PKing, 14 wins is awful, but I'm not a PKer. I'm just a bot killer. And then Guardians of the Rift, I've done nothing. And then other, I don't think what it's useful. So there's my pets, 25 pets. I've got some pretty shit pets, not gonna lie. I've got all the raid pets, which is cool, and I've got all but 1 skilling. But apart from that, I guess like Nightmare's a cool pet, but I've got all like the basic ones. I wouldn't call myself a pet hunter, but I have killed bosses for pets. I've just got like all the boring ones. So yeah, no God Wars pets. No, well I guess Levy is a cool pet, kind of. Yeah, missing like Chompy Shake, for example. Trying to think what else is. Oh yeah, I got the Champion's Cape. That was like my 1000th collection log. Did that pretty recently. Surprisingly fun grind. I did Earth Warriors through Wildy Slayer. I did the skeleton one as well through Vetian. It was actually a fun grind in the end. I'm trying to think what else to show. I don't think there's anything miscellaneous. I get Slayer. Yeah, Skilling Pet's missing the Rock Golem. Skilling Pet. Oh, Slayer. Like I mentioned, these aren't on collection log, and then I'm also missing like these that aren't on collection log, even though evidently I've had them. So yeah, full Dagonhide 2 sets, and then Mystic Dusk. I've had 1 piece. So I have actually been doing some Brimstone, or some Konar Slayer. I would like to get the full set, although it is a lot of Slayer XP, and I'm kind of not wanting to do Konar Slayer just because they might end up releasing superiors that guarantee drop Brimstone keys, and if that happens, like, I don't know how much it would affect it, but it would significantly speed it up. So I'm in no rush. And then miscellaneous, I've had nothing really interesting, I don't think. 1 evil chicken, none of the cool dragon items. 2 Dragonstone, in like 500 chests or so. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. Nothing really else to mention. Stupid bank value for, for an Ironman. That's about it. So cheers for watching.